Is the video editing market too saturated? Well, it has indeed become more competitive as a video editor over the last few years due to our easy access to editing software and of online freelance platforms. As a result, there definitely are more people offering video editing services than ever before. Now, however, this isn't really an easy yes or no, because whether the market is too saturated or not depends on a few factors. Niche and specialization. Now, some niches are definitely more competitive than others. For example, it's becoming increasingly easy and popular to become a YouTube video editor or just a general social media video editor, mainly because you don't have to leave your house and the editing can be considered beginner friendly. Now, narrative, classic Hollywood style editing, while also very competitive, does have a higher barrier to entry and may even require you to know someone to even just get your foot in the door. Quality and skill. Similar to what I just mentioned before, video editing is one of those fields that has a very wide range of skill. You've got some people over here spending 2 weeks learning video editing and then trying to get a job as a social media video editor, for example. Then you've got people over here trying to get their master's degree in video editing and trying to edit the most prestigious films of our time. Now, while I don't actually recommend going into school loan debt in order to get a degree in video editing, I do believe that becoming a great video editor does require years of practice in order to perfect it. And of course, you are always needing to learn new things that the platform that you are using can provide to you, and of course, new trends or technology that are coming out that we then need to learn. Now, lately, the trend of spending 2 weeks learning video editing and then going to get a job has become more and more popular, and thus beginner jobs are thereby becoming more and more competitive. Online freelance versus in-person in-house. Now, if you've been on Upwork or Fiverr lately, you know that the competition is fierce. This is, of course, very different than if you were just competing with your own city, perhaps, if you were applying to a job locally. In the same vein, the kind of jobs that you're going to find in the online freelance space is very different than the kind of jobs that you would find locally at marketing agencies or post houses or production companies. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Colleen, and in this channel, I help you to get a video editing job. And I'd like to think I help you get paid doing what you love. So for more tips on that, for more tips on video editing and freelance lifestyle, I'd so appreciate it if you could hit the like button below so this video can spread to more people, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Now, while the video editing market may be competitive, there is of course still a demand for video editors that can deliver high quality work and provide value to their clients. It's going to be important for you to approach the market with a strategic mindset, continuous improvement, and a willingness to adapt to changes. And these tips will help too. Study the market. Basically, learn all of the video editing niches. If you haven't already checked out this video, I can give you a few in that one, and compare that to what you're seeing on job websites, whether that be Upwork and Fiverr, more online freelance, or a site like Indeed or LinkedIn, where it's more than likely going to be more full-time jobs, maybe even in-house jobs. Compare the rates on all of these different kinds of niches. Compare the amount of people applying to these jobs. Compare your skill set up against these different niches and specializations. There's no really one right answer of what market you should go into specifically or what kind of video editor you should be. Because really, if you want to be a video editor, you should probably be passionate about a certain type of video editing. And of course, in order to make that sustainable, you need to compare what you actually want to do with what the market is calling you to do, or what the market is allowing you to do, I guess. Be honest about your skill set. You know, everybody, of course, wants to be a really great, effective editor if you do want to be a video editor. And a lot of people do come to me asking, for example, how much they should charge for video editing. And that's such a hard answer for me to give, because for me and my skill set, I feel like I can charge a certain rate, and I can't tell that same person to just go ahead and charge that same rate because I have no idea what that person offers. Only you know what you can offer within video editing and also outside of video editing too. Your communication skills, consistency, reliability, other things that add to your value value that don't necessarily have anything to do with video editing. And then circling back to video editing, it's really important for you to be very aware of where your skill level is in the video editing world. And for me, that always came down to looking on jobs on Upwork because they're just so plentiful, looking at the jobs on there, looking at the job descriptions and comparing, am I qualified to do this, this, this? Do I know how to do this, this, this? Do I even know what this word means? Do I have the right subscriptions or softwares for this? If I don't think I'm that good at this particular thing, do I think that I can learn it very quickly? And so I could start applying to jobs that I'm a little less qualified for so that I can grow. It's, of course, like any job, is a learning process to grow within your industry. And so step one of that is just being very aware of your skill set. Think about what separates you. Similar to what I just mentioned before, you definitely are going to want to think about what makes you different, what makes people want to hire you. What have people said about you in the past that they really like about you? Your work ethic, your sense of humor, you are a team player, you collaborate well, you're super creative. Because ultimately, you're going to be needing to sell yourself whenever you are looking to get these video editing jobs. And a huge part of that is standing out from the competition. You can't just write the same generic email or cover letter or resume to every single client. You need to understand what that client is looking for and how you can stand out from the competition by acknowledging what they need and saying directly how you can help them. And here's these special things about you that make you perfect for this job. Continue to learn. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, it's really important to stay up to date on what's going on with Premiere Pro, if that's what you use, or Final Cut, if that's what you use. Keep an eye on what is happening with the software, what updates are coming in. This whole situation with transcript editing and AI, these are all things that are really going to be important for you to understand and understand how to use to your advantage. Part of this is just going to be you growing to become a better video editor. And then another part of it is just going to be in the case that a client asks you about these things. Some clients are interested in video editing themselves. And so if they also have a slight interest in video editing, they may be interested in talking to you about these things, about transcript editing, for example. And it's important for you to come at that with a very knowledgeable background of understanding what it is and understanding how exactly it works and how you use it if you need to use it for your video editing. Look local. I always stress to use your locality as your advantage when you are just starting out. If you are in college or you are young enough, go find a local internship that you can actually be at or go see someone at. If you are even younger than that, see if you can shadow a video editor in your local area. If you are older than that and you don't have time for any of that, there are still plenty of situations where people want to hire local people. People want to hire people from their neighborhood or people from their school or people from their high school. You have a very special tie to your local area that you can use and no one else can take that from you. So it is important for you, if you are looking for a job locally, to use that to your advantage and make sure to express to people that you are local, where you are from, and how you are invested in your city or in your town. And you want to support local businesses or companies with your skill set however you can. Leverage reviews. Basically, all this means is use every opportunity you can to get reviews and use them to level yourself up slowly but surely, but you can do that with reviews. People love reviews. Clients love reviews. People love to see a testimonial to a person or service. It really helps add a level of legitimacy to you as a freelancer or job searcher or whatever. Now, your first few reviews could be from an internship or from a passion project that you helped out with. It should obviously be from a legitimate person, but it doesn't need to be, oh, I can't get any reviews on my Upwork site, and so there's no way I'm going to grow. You can develop a website and put your testimonials on there, or create an Adobe portfolio link and put those testimonials on there. Put testimonials in your LinkedIn page if you have nowhere else to put them. It's actually a pretty good idea. But all in all, just understand that people are looking for those. People are almost, if it were me, I would be looking at reviews more than I would be looking at your demo reel. Because honestly, most demo reels look the same, and a lot of times most resumes look the same. But what could ensure me that you would be a good candidate would be a true testimonial of someone else saying, this person was awesome to work with. Customer service. I again mentioned this earlier when I was talking about skill set and skills outside of video editing. But I really truly believe that customer service plays a way more important role as a freelancer than a lot of other things. Because again, most people can generally edit, but a lot of people do not know how to talk to people, can possibly come off rude or uninterested, or possibly have a poor way of communicating. And so some things aren't being addressed or confirmed or being responded to. And ultimately that all leaves a bad taste in the client's mouth. And it may make them not want to raise your rate. It may make them not want to give you additional work. And it may make them want to stop the contract altogether. Have a hard look at your customer service level. How is your customer service voice? We all know we have one. It's true. How is your grammar? What is your friendliness level when you are talking to strangers? A lot of people just think it's all about just learning video editing and hurrying up and getting their video editing skills to be good. I personally think it has way more to do with understanding customers and clients and how to talk to them. Consistency. I don't have much to say about this one because it really speaks for itself, but it is the most important thing, or at least one of the most important things I have dealt with as a video editor. It's something that a lot of my clients praise me for, and it's something that goes unrewarded a lot of the time until suddenly a year goes by and you're the client and you think, you know what? We haven't had any problems with this person all year. They have been great. They've been delivering videos on time. That stuff goes so far. And from some of the horror stories that I've heard or just bad situations between clients and editors, I think that if you do consider yourself a consistent person, that should be one of the things that you highlight about yourself more than a lot of other things, because it's really hard to find a good, consistent, reliable person anymore, especially in the freelance world or maybe anywhere. And so when you have that skill set, or if you can develop that skill set, understand how valuable it truly is. I don't think it does go unnoticed. I think that clients really do pay attention to that and they reward for it accordingly. Now that you've got a better idea of if you even want to be a video editor and how to go about your best job seeking strategy, check out this video next for more tips on winning as a freelance video editor. Again, be sure to subscribe for more tips on video editing and freelance lifestyle. Thank you to my team. Again, I am Colleen and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have the best one.